considered Trump the legitimately elected president in 2016, or Bush in 2000. But what about Stacey Abrams? She's not pressed about the legitimately elected governor of Georgia, Kemp. He's the worst president of the United States, she said. When asked 3 more times whether Mr. Biden had been legitimately elected, she repeated the same non-answer. Biden, there was fraud. There's no question that there was fraud. There's been fraud in every presidential election. But in many respects, this was worse from a constitutional perspective, as I've said over and over and over again. Because Article 2 was violated. Republican state legislatures were overruled and election laws were changed by elected Supreme Courts, other state judges, Democrat governors, Democrat attorneys general, Democratic secretaries of state, and so forth. The problem is, if Myra Flores were to bring up that, which is unequivocally a fact, because nobody will ever challenge me on it. Have you noticed that, Rick? Nobody challenges me on this. We don't even discuss it in public. The media won't discuss it. The sheriff won't discuss it. The January 6th committee won't discuss it. Nobody discusses it. Nobody brings it up, except me. But it's a witch hunt, and really she goes on. 2 other Latino Republicans, Monica de la Cruz and McGowan, and Casey Garcia and Laredo, are also in the ballot in congressional races along the Mexican border. All 3 GOP officials have taken the form them a triple threat, share right-wing views on immigration, the 2020 election, and abortion, among other issues. So if you're pro-life, you're right-wing. If you want to secure the border, you're right-wing. If you have questions about the last election, you're right-wing. You're not a constitutionalist. You're not a traditionalist. You don't believe in enforcing the law on the border. No, you're right-wing in the eyes of the New York Times. Right-wing. They share the same advisors, she writes, have held campaign rallies and fundraisers together, and have knocked on doors side by side. They accuse the Democrat Party of taking Hispanic voters for granted and view themselves, as do their supporters, as the embodiment of the American dream. As Flores often speaks of working alongside her parents as a teenager in the cotton fields of the Texas Plateau. So they need to destroy her. And the other 2. Because inroads are being made into the Hispanic community. If the Hispanic community starts to vote majority Republican, the Democrats are finished. Their entire plan for all these decades will have backfired. So what do? You smear them. You don't celebrate them, you smear them. And this is one of the reasons I'm hoping beyond hope, that the Spanish language version of American Marxism
unbelievable
throughout these communities. There's an entire chapter on the New York Times. I hope that the Spanish language edition of American Marxism will get out and into Hispanic communities all over this country. Because I think it becomes widely embraced. It'll be revolutionary. Revolutionary in taking back our country. Revolutionary in taking back our country.